Little Red Riding Hood arrives at her grandmother's house, where the big bad wolf has disguised himself as Red's granny. The wolf attacks Red. Granny, who has been tied up, suddenly jumps out of a nearby closet to help Red, just as an axe-wielding woodsman bursts through the window. The police arrive on the scene. Detective Nikki Flippers questions everyone involved about the events leading up to the incident. Little Red, actually named Red Bucket, explains that she was delivering goodies for her grandmother when she discovered a threat from the mysterious goodie bandit, who has been stealing recipes. To save her granny's business, Red embarked upon a journey to take the Puckett family recipes to Granny's home on top of a nearby mountain. En route, he fell out of a cable car operated by the bunny Boingo and encountered the wolf, who sprung a series of suspicious questions on her. Awaiting the wolf, Red then met an old singing goat named Japet, who accompanied her through the remaining journey to Granny's house. Upon arriving at her destination, Red found the wolf already waiting in ambush. What at first seems to be an open and shut case becomes confused once the wolf shares his side of the story. The wolf, to the surprise of many at the crime scene, is an investigative reporter. He reveals that he was searching for a lead on the identity of the goodie bandit and had reason to believe that Red and Granny were the culprits. Along with his hyperactive squirrel assistant Twitchy, the wolf confronted Red in the hopes of solving the goodie bandit mystery. When they failed to detain Red for long, the wolf and Twitchy made haste for Granny's house. They managed to arrive ahead of Red by using a shortcut known by Boingo. At the house, Ear found Granny already tied up in the closet. The wolf then went undercover, planning to trick Red into sharing the truth about the goodie bandit. When the woodsman, named Kirk, is questioned, he explains that his appearance at Granny's house was pure happenstance. Kirk is in fact an aspiring actor who was only trying out for the part of a woodsman in a commercial. After his Schnitzel truck was robbed by the goodie bandit, he was consoled by Boingo and then received a callback for the commercial. He spent the rest of the day chopping trees, getting into character for his upcoming role. At sunset, a large tree collapsed and pushed him through the window of Granny's home. The investigation then turns to Granny. Unbeknownst to her granddaughter, Granny is an extreme sports enthusiast. Earlier that day, she competed in a ski race, where Boingo was in attendance, supposedly as a fan of Granny's. Once the race started, Granny was attacked by the opposing team. Able to withstand the attack and win the race, she learned that the team had been hired by the goodie bandit to eliminate her. Granny explains to the investigators and her fellow suspects that while parachuting back home, she got tangled up in the parachute strings, which snagged on her ceiling fan and threw her into the closet. Feeling betrayed by Granny's secrecy, Red wanders off alone. Flippers deduces that Boingo, who had been present in all 4 stories, must be the goodie bandit. After Boingo sneaks into Granny's home and steals the Puckett family recipes, Red notices Boingo and follows him to his hideout at a cable car station. The police pursue Boingo in the wrong direction. Granny, the wolf, and Kirk manage to locate Boingo as he is explaining his evil scheme to Red. Boingo plans to add an addictive substance C-Aled, Boingonium, to the stolen recipes and then bulldoze the forest, so as to clear the way for a new Boingo-themed corporate empire. The wolf and Kirk go undercover to distract Boingo, as Granny sneaks into Boingo's lair. But they are all soon found out and open conflict ensues. Boingo sends a bound and gagged Red down the mountain in a cable car loaded with explosives. Granny goes after Red, with Boingo and his henchmen in pursuit. Red manages to free herself, and escapes with Granny, while the police, who have been redirected by Twitchy, are waiting at the bottom of the mountain to arrest Boingo and his henchmen. Sometime later, Kurt finds success in a yodeling troupe, while Red, Granny, the wolf, and Twitchy are enlisted by Flippers to join a crime-solving organization called the Happily Ever After Agency.